Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I've got two stories. One of them is just an update and the other one is about a cash machine robbery gang from Birmingham that have recently been jailed. In relation to the murder in Smethwick yesterday, the man has been named as Cole Gallagher. And initially the police released his details as 21 years old, but I've been told since by friends of him that he was actually 31 years old and he was from the Handsworth area originally. He went to school in Handsworth, but he died in Smethwick. So my condolences to the family, and go and check out my previous video for the story on that to get some more details. And as soon as there's more available, I will do some more about that story. I want to thank everybody that did not share the actual video of the murder because it was circulating and it was going around, but this is the fourth stabbing yesterday and it still hasn't made headline news. It still isn't in BBC News. They wonder why the youth feel like they don't care about them. It's very evident, and with the lockdown in process at the moment across the UK and in Birmingham, we're seeing a large rise in mental health and also the perception that crime is down, but in reality it is more about unreported crime. This morning it has emerged that yesterday a 12-hour siege took place in West Brom in a flat. This is actually 5-10 minutes away from Smethwick. It was on the Birmingham Road on Sunday evening and a 53-year-old man blocked himself into the property and was believed to have had a firearm. It was between Beaches Road and Bagnall Street, and police negotiators actually attended the address. The neighbours were actually evacuated from the local area, and this must have been a bit of a shock and upheaval for people that are living. At the moment, everybody's a bit stressed out, everybody's stuck inside, everybody's wanting to go outside. So of course, when something like this must happen, it must be really panicky, because that means that you have to take your family out of the house and potentially be around people that have coronavirus or something. So the man was arrested and taken into custody after the 12 hours of the siege. So no details as to why it happened, no details as to his current mental state or the name of the man that has been arrested, but I believe charges have been made against him. At least threats to kill have been made. There was rumours of a firearm, so that may emerge later on, but I'll definitely keep you updated. But of course there's going to be a delay due to the coronavirus. In the main story of this video, it is about a gang that has been jailed for nearly 60 years for attacks on cash machines. This happened in 2019. There was a slight delay. Most of them was sentenced in February, but one or two of them was sentenced a bit later on, and it involves a series of attacks on cash machines, robberies and car thefts in Birmingham and Solihull. They would tie straps around freestanding ATMs before ripping them out using vehicles they had stolen. 13 vehicles were stolen during their crime spree, which started in March last year in 2019 and were used to carry out the series of robberies on banks, supermarkets, convenience stores and a college. They were all targeted by the thieves during their 3-month rampage. The gang also carried out violent robberies, including an attack on a security guard where a cash box containing tens of thousands of pounds was stolen. They was responsible for 14 offences across 3 months, predominantly ATMs, but also stole 40 grand's worth of cigarettes as well. In the footage that we have, it shows the police actually arresting one of the main guys, and also a lot of the actual cases that happened. It shows one of the robberies, the ATM at the college, and also shows witness footage that recorded them. The targets of the gang included: on Monday the 18th of March, the gang ram-raided Solihull College and dragged a cash machine with £2,000 in. They caused over £20,000 worth of damage. On Tuesday the 19th of March, the day after, they reversed a stolen van near the entrance to a co-op in Acox Green in Birmingham and made several attempts to steal a cash machine. On Thursday the 25th of April, using a stolen skip lorry, the gang attempted to ram a Tesco Express in Borsal Common. They were unsuccessful and they abandoned the skip, which had blocked access to the shop. On Tuesday the 30th of April, a week later, using sledgehammers and an angle grinder, the gang spent over 10 minutes trying to remove a cash machine from a wall at a Morrison's in Rednall. On Friday the 3rd of March, they attacked a security guard with hammers and a crowbar and stealing a cash machine containing £20,000. They then attempted to launder the money through bookmakers members in Shardend and Coventry. The money was dyed with smart water, which assisted in identifying where it came from. They targeted a nationwide bank in Shirley on the 21st of March on the same year. They were seen by police shortly after and rammed the police car to get away, causing minor injuries to both officers.
They're going to rob us!
But it also showed to the extent that they was willing to go to make sure that they wasn't caught. And as you can see from the escalation of the robberies, initially robbing the ATMs, they got lucky. But there is a lot of security on these ATMs now, and especially where they keep them, with gangs becoming more and more prolific, they tend to make them a lot harder to steal. So then they started to attack the security guard. And that seemed to be a bit more of a profitable act. On Wednesday, June the 2nd and Thursday, the 13th of June, they hit 2 supermarkets and stole a lot of cigarettes. They said a substantial amount, but they don't name how many. So it could have been thousands, we don't know. They got the first break after strapping was recovered from one of the scenes and traced back to a local supplier. Similar strapping was sold 2 days previously, and a trawl of the CCTV led them to one of the main gang members, Larry Barney. After a painstaking operation, including months of surveillance work, CCTV forensics and phone analysis, they were able to bring the gang down, they said. On Tuesday the 11th of April, 11 men were found guilty of a range of offences following an 11-week trial at Birmingham Crown Court. Larry Barnett, 33 from Lichfield, was sentenced to 21 years. Jamie Lambie from Smithswood was given 19 years. Lee Barnett from Shardend was given 19 years. And Michael Dunleavy, aged 37, from Borsal Common, was given 9 years. 7 other men will be jailed for their involvement in the actual crimes. Them men are from Shirley, King Standing, Sheldon, Castle Bromwich and Hollywood, which is like Shirley way. The detective in charge of the case said the actions of this gang were shocking. Their behaviour was blatant, often spending long periods of time trying to steal cash machines with no care for the people around them. They had no regard for the law and were determined to do what they wanted to do with no thought about the consequences. They were also using unnecessary levels of violence against security guards and staff members, and also rammed a police car in an effort to evade the police. Their crime spree left a trail of destruction, which was in the region of £200,000. Thanks to the police work, they were able to build up a detailed picture of the gang, their vehicles and their movements. We even see CCTV from Larry Barnett's own house showing him and others working the power tools that they would use in one of their crimes. They said they continue to work with the cash machine industry to help improve security. They say this every single time we do a story about cash machine robberies, and they were very intent on stealing as much as they can. Other people that were jailed for these robberies were Sean Bancroft, Oliver Higgins, Michael Bowen, Sean Bates, Steve Irves and Cole Hurd and Cole Hastings. Of course, this is what they're trying to do to deter people from this, and at the same time, this is a bad time to be in prison right now during this coronavirus. As I'm hearing from a lot of prisoners inside right now, I'm going to cover something on that very soon. So please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your bell for notifications, join on Instagram as well. I really want to try and get to 100k followers on Instagram. So please don't forget to pay respects in the comments to Carl Gallagher as well and the family of the victim. And please don't share that video.